After all the years I've spent traveling with just this backpack as my only luggage, I have developed a trick or two in how to pack light and also how to wash and dry my clothes on the road. So in this video, I'm going to show you all those tricks. I'm going to help you know what kinds of fabrics to buy for your clothes, also the best ways to wash them and the best ways to dry. Let's get going. Hey, okay, let's first get started with the very first thing that you need to do. There's no point in talking about washing and drying clothes if you're not actually going to be taking the proper clothes with you to begin with. So we're going to talk just briefly about fabrics, okay? And thickness of those fabrics. So first of all, this right here is a shirt that I take with me often when I travel. And the reason why is because it's made with quick dry fabric. This fabric is amazing, not only for sweat, because it dries really quick when you're just going along your way. And if you're in a humid place, it'll dry quick, but it also dries quick when you wash it, okay? This is good. This is not good. This is 100% cotton. There's this phrase, you may have heard it before, called cotton is rotten. Now they're talking about that in relation to how fast it dries. Cotton takes forever to dry. So if you choose to take this shirt, super cute, it's not going to dry very fast on your person when you sweat or when you wash it and then you need to wait for it to dry. It's going to take you a long time. I can assure you of that. So I try not to take 100% cotton with me ever when I travel. Okay. So fabric is key. And also, as you noticed, this fabric is very thin. So this jacket right here is made out of a very similar material to this, and it's very thin, very, very lightweight, very thin. So it also dries quickly and it keeps you warm. So you can use this as a base layer. You can also get some like silk 32 degree is a good brand, just like undershirts. If it's cooler weather where you're going, you can put that on. You can put this layer on. You can put this layer on. So anyway, my point is you don't need thick in order to stay warm. You just need layers. And the layers have to be out of the proper material that they will dry quick when you sweat and when you wash them. Because this right here will dry very fast. I know because I took this on my last trip. I washed it, I hung it to dry, and it was dried very, very fast. This, on the other hand, I would never take this with me traveling, ever in a million years. Look how thick this thing is. This would never dry. Well, it would dry eventually, but maybe like in a week or something, especially if you're in a humid place. It's going to take a very, very, very long time to dry this. Now, if I'm planning on taking this to layer, like if I'm going to have a whole bunch of these things like underneath it, and this is just on top, and it's not going to be actually on my skin to get all sweaty, then I probably don't have to wash it very often, if ever, on the trip. So I could still take it if that's my plan. But if I'm wearing this as my main layer, I'm not taking it because it won't dry. So now that we've got shirt fabrics out of the way, let's talk about pants. Same idea, guys. This right here will dry quickly because it's a quick dry fabric. All right. This, on the other hand, these jeans will not dry quickly. These guys are going to take a long time to dry. Same with this jean jacket. Now, the good thing about jeans, I will say, is that jeans don't have to be washed very often. So you could take these potentially if you're not planning on wearing them very often, and you're not going to have to probably wash them very often on your trip. Just know that if you do have to wash them, it's going to take them quite a long time to dry. Okay, so just keep that in mind on the pants. Okay, so now let's talk about washing methods. So first of all is detergent. A lot of people like to take their own detergent with them while they travel. Now that will add bulk to your bag and weight to your bag. So you just have to decide if that's something that you want to do. This right here won't add hardly any weight to your bag. These are laundry sheets and they come in full sizes that are way bigger than this. And what I do is I just cut them down because I do mostly sink washing and I'm not going to need an entire big laundry sheet size, a full load size to do my laundry. So I will either cut them down or I'll rip them or something into smaller pieces. And then I have them for the trip. This is really, really nice to have with you because if you don't sink wash and you do have access to a machine, you already have the laundry soap for it. So these are really great. I'll leave a link in the description for the laundry sheets that I like to get. Another idea is just to take powder. Powdered detergent is also really good, but it will start to weigh down your pack because you're going to need probably quite a bit of it. Another alternative is this little trick right here. Let me show you. This right here is on the sink of many bathrooms when you're traveling. And so I'll just use, it's not this exact thing, but you know what I mean? It's hand soap. So either hand soap or the little, if you're staying at a hotel, you have the little tiny little amenities kits that they'll give you, shower gel and shampoo. Those work just fine to wash your clothes, at least to just get by until you do a full washing at a later time. But I found them to be totally great. I really like to use the shampoo or shower gel or just the hand soap. So that's the soap that I will use when I travel, either with my own little laundry sheets, some powder detergent if I want to bring that, or just what I find along the way, which is usually what I do, to be honest, because I like to constantly like decrease what I have in my bag. So if I can just use something that I find wherever I'm at, that's my preferred. So that's what I do. So the basics of washing your clothes in a sink. You probably haven't done it a lot because most people have machines and that's just how we operate in the modern world. But this is how I wash my clothes in the sink. First of all, I wash out the sink. Okay. I don't want to wash my clothes in a basin that's you've washed your hands after going to the bathroom. It's not going to be clean. So I just take a little bit of the hand soap on a tissue or a paper towel or something, and I just clean out the sink really quick, rinse it out. Then I will fill it up a little bit with water and stop it, make sure the drain stopped. And then I'll add my clothes in. Generally, like I try to keep it to, just a few items because I don't want to overcrowd it in there. And I want to be able to concentrate on the items that I have. I'll do it in cycles. I'll do so many clothes and then I'll empty it, start over again. So let's say for the sake of this one, we're just going to do this shirt right here, this greenish one. So what I really focus on when I am washing it is I make sure that I really wash the underarms part because that's going to be part that's going to be the stinkiest. And I scrub that area. Of course, wash the rest of it until I feel like I've washed it good enough. Sometimes I'll do like a smell test. I'm like, yeah, it smells pretty good. And then what I'll do is I've got now lots of suds and soap inside that water that I've got in the basin. And I'll just put it in here and I'll dunk it a whole bunch of times. And I will just let it sit in that soapy water for a while. Let's say like 5 minutes. Just let it sit in there. Then I'll take it out and I'll rinse it really, really good. I empty that water out. I fill it up again, rinse it until it is like completely clear water and let it soak in the water, the clear water for a few minutes. Then I take it out. Now let me show you. That's the washing method. Everything's washed. Let's assume I've washed everything. It's all ready to go. Now we're going to go into the drying method. Okay, so with the drying method, this was actually something that I discovered on a trip. I needed to have my things washed and dried very quickly because I was leaving like the next morning. I didn't have any time to wait for them to dry. So one of the things that I did was I just looked up online and I found someone who showed this technique, and it's the towel technique. Basically what you do is you take any size towel, you lay it out flat, then you put your clothing in it, you fold it over, and you just roll it up tight. As you're rolling it, it is absorbing the water in your clothes. Okay? That's after you've already wrung out these clothes really good in the sink. You're going to do that part right there. You're going to roll it in that towel. You're going to press on it with your knee. You're going to do all kinds of things to make sure that you're getting as much water as you can out of the clothes and into the towel. So you're going to repeat that with all your clothing. If the towel gets too wet, get another towel or just wring out that towel and just keep on going. You're going to get a lot of the water out of your clothing by using the towel method first. Then once you have that done, you're going to look for places to hang your clothing. Now, you can just look for like hangers or in the closet, hang it around the room. I try to separate it around so there's lots of air movement. Put it in a place like in front of the radiator, on top of the radiator. There might be a thing inside. Most hotels in Europe have like a little towel warmer. You can put your clothing on that. That'll help dry it quicker. What are some other things? In front of the air conditioner. If you have a balcony, you can put your clothes out there on like the chairs or something. But what I also like to do is I always travel with this little clothesline. I keep it inside here. Let me dump it out really quick and get it so I can show you. This is my clothesline. It's a travel clothesline. I'll leave a link in the description. But it's great, guys. I love this. And so I'll just stretch this out. I'll tie it on until say if I was here. I want to tie it on this pole, stretch it across, tie it on the other pole. Now I've got something that's super tight and I can put the clothes on it. What's cool about this one is it's a double strand. So once it's tight, you can just slip the edges of your clothes right up in here and it will dry it. They'll hang it. You can hang it right through the little loops on here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. There's like two. I don't know if it's going to be even focused, but anyway, so that's what you do with this. And then another trick that I will use. So I'll put this out on the balcony. I did that recently when I was in the Azores Islands. I had a balcony in the place I was staying, so I just hung up my clothes out there. I just tied this to one like a table end, and I put this on like the railing, and I just made it tight. And then I just hung the clothes on it. So that's one option. Or if you have a rental car, this is something I love doing, is if there's no one else with me or if there's just one other passenger and we have the back seat empty, I will stretch this in the rental car. I tie this, I don't use the suction cups, they never work for anything, but I tie this on the little grab handle or someplace in the car on one side, stretch it to the other and make it tight and stretch it. And then I just hang the clothes. Then while I'm driving along for the day, I just lower the windows down slightly in the back and it'll dry those clothes out really fast. It's amazing. That's a really fun trick to do. So I would love to hear from you. Please drop some comments in the comment section below. Let me know if any of these techniques would work for you or if you have better techniques. I would love to hear them. I'm always up to learn new ideas. I mean, this is something that has worked for me and has really helped me out as I travel, but I'm totally up for new suggestions. And so please drop them in the comment section and we can all start chatting about them. And not only will I learn, but your fellow travelers will learn as well. So thank you so much for watching and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.